Welcome back. In the previous session, we have discussed permutations and permutation groups. In this session, we focus on cycles, a special type of permutation. All cycles are permutations but not the other way. If a permutation is a cycle, we can denote in a compact way. We also discuss orbits and learn cycles in terms of orbits. A brief study on even and odd permutations and alternating groups will be made. Cycles and cyclic notation. Suppose the 5 numbers 2, 4, 3, 6, 8 are distributed evenly on the circumference of a circle as shown in figure 1. Suppose the cycle is then rotated 2 pi by 5 radians counterclockwise so that 2 is carried to the position formerly occupied by 4, 4 into that occupied by 3 and so on. Let sigma be the permutation in S8 that leaves 1, 5 and 7 fixed and acts on the remaining elements by rotating the circle as just described. Then sigma is equal to permutation 1 to 1, 2 to 4, 3 to 6, 4 to 3, 5 to 5, 6 to 8, 7 to 7, 8 to 2. This permutation sigma is a cycle of length 5 and we introduce a new more compact notation sigma is equal to cycle 2, 4, 3, 6, 8 for it. The new notation is a single row cyclic notation. Each element appearing in cycle 2, 4, 3, 6, 8 is mapped onto the element following it except the last one which is mapped onto the first. Elements not appearing in the notation are considered fixed by the permutation. Definition. A permutation sigma of a set A is a cycle of length n. If there exists A1, A2, etc. An belongs to A such that sigma of A1 is equal to A2, sigma of A2 is equal to A3, etc. Sigma of An minus 1 is equal to An, sigma of An is equal to A1. And sigma of x is equal to x for x belongs to A but x not an element of set A1, A2, etc. An. We write sigma in the cyclic notation as sigma is equal to cycle A1, A2, etc. An. Example 1. If A is equal to set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then cycle 1, 3, 5, 4 is equal to permutation 1 to 3, 2 to 2, 3 to 5, 4 to 1, 5 to 4. Observe that cycle 1, 3, 5, 4 is equal to cycle 3, 5, 4, 1 which is equal to cycle 5, 4, 1, 3 which is equal to cycle 4, 1, 3, 5. Example 2. In S6, the cycle 1, 5 denotes the permutation 1 to 5, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4, 5 to 1, 6 to 6. Of course, since cycles are special type of permutations, they can be multiplied just as any two permutations. But the product of two cycles need not be a cycle as the example below shows. Example 3. Let cycle 1, 4, 5, 6 and cycle 2, 1, 5 be cycles in the group S6 of all permutations of set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then cycle 1, 4, 5, 6 into cycle 2, 1, 5 is equal to permutation 1 to 4, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 1 into permutation 1 to 5, 2 to 1, 3 to 3, 4 to 4, 5 to 2, 6 to 6 which is equal to permutation 1 to 6, 2 to 4, 3 to 3, 4 to 5, 5 to 2, 6 to 1 and cycle 2, 1, 5 into cycle 1, 4, 5, 6 is equal to permutation 1 to 5, 2 to 1, 3 to 3, 4 to 4, 5 to 2, 6 to 6 permutation 1 to 4, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 1 which is equal to permutation 1 to 4, 2 to 1, 3 to 3, 4 to 2, 5 to 6, 6 to 5. Neither of these permutations is a cycle. The cycles in a collection of cycles are disjoint if there is no element of A that appears in the notation for two different cycles of the collection. That is, if no element of A is moved by two different cycles of the collection. In terms of mappings, every element of A must be mapped onto itself by all but at most one of the cycles in the collection if the cycles are to be disjoint. We are going to show that any permutation of a finite set is a product of disjoint cycles. Before that, we consider an example. Example 4. In S6, consider the permutation 1 to 6, 2 to 5, 3 to 2, 4 to 4, 5 to 3, 6 to 1. Let us write it as a product of disjoint cycle. First, 1 goes to 6 and then 6 goes to 1. Gives the cycle 1 6. Then 2 goes to 5, 5 goes to 3, 3 goes to 2 and hence give the cycle 2 5 3. We have considered all elements but 4 which is left fixed. Thus, permutation 1 to 6, 2 to 5, 3 to 2, 4 to 4, 5 to 3, 6 to 1 is equal to cycle 1 6 into cycle 2 5 3, a product of disjoint cycles. Disjoint meaning that any integer is moved by at most one of these cycles. Thus, no one number appears in the notation of two different cycles. Example 5. If we proceed as in last example, it can be seen that in S8, permutation 1 to 3, 2 to 8, 3 to 6, 4 to 7, 5 to 4, 6 to 1, 7 to 5, 8 to 2 which is equal to cycle 1 3 6 into cycle 2 8 into cycle 4 7 5, a product of disjoint cycles. Theorem 1. Every permutation sigma of a finite set A is a product of disjoint cycles. Proof. It is no loss of generality to assume that A is equal to set 1, 2, 3, etc. n. Consider the elements 1, sigma 1, sigma cube 1, etc. Since A is finite, these elements cannot all be distinct. Let sigma r of 1 be the first term in the sequence that has appeared previously. Then sigma raised to r1 is equal to 1, for if sigma raised to r1 is equal to sigma raised to s1 with 0 less than s less than r. We would have sigma r minus s of 1 is equal to 1 with r minus s less than r, contradicting our choice of r. Let tau 1 is equal to set 1, sigma square 1, etc. sigma raised to r minus 1, 1. We see that tau 1 has the same effect as sigma on all elements of A appearing in this cyclic notation for tau 1. Let I be the first element of A not appearing in this cyclic notation for tau 1. Repeating the above argument with the sequence I, sigma of I, sigma square I, sigma cube I, etc. we arrive at a cycle tau 2. Now, tau 2 and tau 1 are disjoint, for if they had any element j of A in common, they would be identical, since each cycle could be constructed by repeated application of the permutation of sigma starting at j. Continuing, we pick the first element in A not appearing in the cycle notation of either tau 1 or tau 2 and construct tau 3 and so on. Since A is finite, this process must terminate with some tau m. The product tau 1, tau 2, etc. tau m then clearly has the same effect on each element of A as sigma does. So, sigma is equal to tau 1 into tau 2 into etc. tau m. That is, every permutation is a product of disjoint cycles. Example 6. Show that the inverse of cycle 1 3, cycle 2 4 5 is cycle 1 3, cycle 2 5 4. Solution. The permutation cycle 1 3, cycle 2 4 5 can be written in the standard form as permutation 1 to 3, 2 to 4, 3 to 1, 4 to 5, 5 to 2. Its inverse is permutation 3 to 1, 4 to 2, 1 to 3, 5 to 4, 2 to 5, which is equal to permutation 1 to 3, 2 to 5, 3 to 1, 4 to 2, 5 to 3, which is equal to cycle 1 3 into cycle 2 5 4. Even and odd permutations. Definition. A cycle of length 2 is a transposition. Thus, a transposition leaves all elements but 2 elements fixed and maps each of these onto the other. A computation shows that cycle A1, A2, etc. An is equal to cycle A1, An into cycle A1, An minus 1 into etc. cycle A1, A3 into cycle A1, A2. Equation number 1. Therefore, any cycle is a product of transpositions. Remark. If we take the product of transposition in equation 1 as tau, then tau inverse is equal to cycle A1, A2 into cycle A1, A3 etc. cycle A1, An minus 1 into cycle A1, An. Example 7. The cycle 2, 5, 3 is the product of cycle 2, 3 into cycle 2, 5 of transpositions. Corollary. Any permutation of a finite set of at least 2 elements is a product of transpositions. Proof. By theorem 1, any permutation on a finite set is a product of disjoint cycles. Since each cycle is a product of transpositions, we have the corollary. Example 8. Using example 7, we see that cycle 1 6, cycle 2 5 3 is the product of cycle 1 6, cycle 2 3, cycle 2 5 of transpositions. Example 9. Let A is equal to set 1, 2, etc. n with n greater than or is equal to 2. Then the identity permutation I is given by I is equal to permutation 1 to 1, 2 to 2, etc. n to n, and it can be expressed as the product of transpositions as cycle 1 2 into cycle 1 2. Since cycle 1 2 into cycle 1 2 is equal to permutation 1 to 2, 2 to 1, etc. n to n into permutation 1 to 2, 2 to 1, etc. n to n, which is equal to permutation 1 to 1, 2 to 2, etc. n to n, which is equal to I. Theorem 2. No permutation in Sn can be expressed both as a product of an even number of transpositions and as a product of an odd number of transpositions. Proof. Here A is equal to set 1, 2, etc. n, and we are assuming that n greater than or is equal to 2, so that transpositions exist. We first study the special case of the identity permutation I. Of course, I can be expressed as a product of an even number of transposition for I is equal to cycle 1 2 into cycle 1 2. We must show that if I is equal to tau 1 into tau 2 into etc. tau k, equation number 2, where each tau I is a transposition, then k must be even. Choose any integer m that appears in one of the transposition in equation 2 and let tau j be the first transposition counting from left to right in which m occurs. We can't have j is equal to k, as then I would not leave m fixed. Now tau j into tau j plus 1 must have the form on the left hand side of one of the following easily verified identities. Cycle mx into mx is equal to I. Cycle mx into my is equal to cycle xy into cycle mx. Cycle mx into cycle yz is equal to cycle yz into cycle mx. Cycle mx into cycle xy is equal to cycle xy into cycle my. Equation 3. If we substitute the correct identity in equation 3 for tau j into tau j plus 1 in equation 1, we either reduce the number k of transposition in equation 2 by 2 or shift the first occurrence of m one step to the right. We repeat this process until m is eliminated from the expression of equation 2. Recall that M can't appear for the first time in the final transposition. So, eventually the situation in the first identity, equation 3, must occur to eliminate M completely. We then choose another integer in A appearing in our reduced equation 2 and eliminate it from equation 1 by a similar process and continue until the right hand side of equation 2 is reduced to a sequence I, etc. I. Since the number k was either left unchanged or reduced by 2 at each substitution of an identity from equation 3, we see that k must have been even. It is now easy to prove the theorem from our special case for I. Suppose that sigma is equal to tau 1, tau 2, etc. tau r, which is equal to tau 1 dash, tau 2 dash, etc. tau s dash. Since every transposition is its own inverse, we obtain I is equal to sigma sigma inverse, which is equal to tau 1, tau 2, etc. tau r into tau 1 dash, tau 2 dash, etc. tau s dash inverse, which is equal to tau 1, tau 2, etc. tau r, tau s dash, etc. tau 2 dash, tau 1 dash. Our special case now shows that r plus s is an even number. So, r and s are either both odd number or both even numbers. Definition: a permutation of a finite set is even or odd according to whether it can be expressed as the product of an even number of transposition or the product of an odd number of transpositions respectively. In the course of the proof of the above theorem, we have observed that identity permutation on a set consisting of n elements where n greater than or is equal to 2 is always an even permutation, since we have I is equal to cycle 1 2 into cycle 1 2. If n is equal to 1, so that we cannot form this product, we define I to be even. Example 10. Express the permutation 1 to 5, 2 to 4, 3 to 2, 4 to 6, 5 to 1, 6 to 3 as a product of transpositions and find whether it is odd or even. Solution: the cycle representation of the given permutation is cycle 1 5 into cycle 2 4 6 3, which is equal to cycle 1 5 into cycle 2 4 into cycle 2 6 into cycle 2 3. Here the transpositions are cycle 1 5, cycle 2 4, cycle 2 6 and cycle 2 3. Thus, the given permutation can be expressed as the product of an even number of transpositions and hence the permutation is even. The alternating groups. In the proof of the following result, we need the following fact. If there is a one-to-one and onto function between two non-empty finite sets A and B, then they have the same number of elements. Theorem 3. For n greater than or is equal to 2, the number of even permutations in Sn is the same as the number of odd permutations. That is, Sn is split equally and both numbers are n factorial by 2. Proof: let An be the set of even permutations in Sn and let Bn be the set of odd permutations for n greater than or is equal to 2. We proceed to define a one-to-one function from An onto Bn. This is exactly what is needed to show that An and Bn have the same number of elements. Let tau is equal to cycle 1 2 in Sn. Tau exists since n greater than or is equal to 2. We define a function lambda tau from An to Bn by lambda tau of sigma is equal to tau sigma for sigma belongs to An. That is, sigma belongs to An is mapped into cycle 1 2 sigma by lambda tau. Observe that since sigma is even, the permutation cycle 1 2 sigma appears as a product of a 1 plus even number, that is an odd number of transposition. So, cycle 1 2 sigma is indeed in Bn. Lambda tau is 1 to 1. For sigma mu belongs to An, lambda tau sigma is equal to lambda tau mu, which implies tau sigma, which is equal to tau mu, which implies cycle 1 2 sigma is equal to cycle 1 2 mu, which implies sigma is equal to mu by left cancellation law in the group Sn. Thus, lambda tau is a one-to-one function. Lambda tau is onto. Note that tau is equal to cycle 1 2, which is equal to tau inverse, and that tau inverse is equal to I, the identity permutation. If rho belongs to Bn, then tau inverse rho belongs to An, and lambda tau inverse rho is equal to tau inverse rho, which is equal to tau inverse rho, which is equal to I rho, which is equal to rho. Thus, lambda tau is on to Bn. Hence, lambda tau is 1 to 1 and on to Bn. Hence, the number of elements in An is same as the number of elements in Bn. Since order of Sn is equal to n factorial, this shows that number of elements in An is equal to number of elements in Bn, which is equal to n factorial by 2. Theorem 4. If n greater than or is equal to 2, then An, the collection of all even permutations of set 1, 2, 3, etc. n forms a subgroup of order n factorial by 2 of the symmetric group Sn. Proof. Here the operation is permutation, multiplication. Note that the product of two even permutations is again even. Hence, closure property is satisfied. G1. The operation in An is associative as An is a subset of the group Sn. G2. Since identity permutation I can be written as I is equal to cycle 1 2 into cycle 1 2, it is an even permutation and hence belongs to An. G3. Note that if sigma is expressed as a product of transposition, the product of the same transposition taken in just the opposite order is sigma inverse. Hence, sigma belongs to An implies sigma inverse belongs to An. Hence, An is group. But note that An is not an abelian group since permutation multiplication is not commutative. Definition. Alternating group. The subgroup of Sn consisting of the even permutations of n letters is the alternating group An on n letters. Orbits. All the ideas described so far in this session can be nicely presented by describing an equivalence relation on A that determines equivalence classes on A called orbits. We note that each permutation sigma of a set A determines a natural partition of A into cells with the property that A, B belongs to A are in the same cell if and only if B is equal to sigma raised to n A for some n belongs to Z. We establish this partition using an appropriate equivalence relation. For A and B belongs to A, let A equivalence B if and only if B is equal to sigma raised to n A for some n belongs to Z. Condition 1. We now check that equivalence defined by condition 1 is indeed an equivalence relation. Reflexive. Clearly, A equivalent to A since A is equal to IA, which is equal to sigma raised to 0 A. Symmetric. If A equivalent to B, then B is equal to sigma raised to n A for some n belongs to Z. But then A is equal to sigma raised to minus n B and minus n belongs to Z. So, B equivalents A. Transitive. Suppose A equivalents B and B equivalents C, then B is equal to sigma raised to n A and C is equal to sigma raised to m B for some n m belongs to Z. Substituting, we find that C is equal to sigma raised to m into sigma raised to n of A, which is equal to sigma raised to n plus m of A. So, A equivalents C. Definition. Let sigma be a permutation of a set A. The equivalence classes in A determined by the equivalence relation defined in condition 1 are the orbits of sigma. Example 11. Since the identity permutation I of A leaves each element of A fixed, the orbits of I are the one element subset of A. In particular, if A is equal to set 1, 2, 3, 4, then the orbits of I are set 1, set 2, set 3 and set 4. Example 12. Find the orbits of the permutation. Sigma is equal to permutation 1 to 3, 2 to 8, 3 to 6, 4 to 7, 5 to 4, 6 to 1, 7 to 5, 8 to 2 in S8. Solution. To find the orbit containing 1, we apply repeatedly obtaining symbolically as follows. Since sigma inverse would simply reverse the directions of the arrows in this chain, we see that the orbit containing 1 is set 1, 3, 6. We now choose an integer from 1 to 8 not in set 1, 3, 6, say 2, and similarly find that the orbit containing 2 is set 2, 8. Finally, we find that the orbit containing 4 is set 4, 7, 5. Since these 3 orbits include all integers from 1 to 8, we see that the complete list of orbits of sigma is set 1, 3, 6, set 2, 8, set 4, 5, 7 and is indicated graphically as follows. Cycles in terms of orbits. Let us describe cycles in terms of orbits. Hereinafter, we consider just permutations of a finite set A of n elements. We may as well suppose that set 1, 2, etc. n and that we are dealing with elements of the symmetry group Sn. Referring to example 12, the orbits of sigma is equal to permutation 1 to 3, 2 to 8, 3 to 6, 4 to 7, 5 to 4, 6 to 1, 7 to 5, 8 to 2, equation number 2 are indicated graphically in figure 2. That is, sigma acts on each integer from 1 to 8 on one of the circles by carrying it into the next integer on the circle travelled counterclockwise in the direction of the arrows. For example, the leftmost circle indicates that sigma of 1 is equal to 3, sigma of 3 is equal to 6 and sigma of 6 is equal to 1. Figure 2 is a nice way to visualize the structure of the permutation sigma. Each individual circle in figure 2 also define by itself a permutation in S8. For example, the leftmost circle correspond to the permutation mu is equal to permutation 1 to 3, 2 to 2, 3 to 6, 4 to 4, 5 to 5, 6 to 1, 7 to 7, 8 to 8, equation number 3 that acts on 1, 3 and 6 just as sigma does, but leaves the remaining integers 2, 4, 5, 7 and 8 fixed. In summary, mu has 1 3 element orbit set 1, 3, 6 and 5 1 element orbits set 2, set 4, set 5, set 7 and set 8. Such a permutation described graphically by a single circle is called a cycle or circle. In cyclic notation, the cycle in equation 3 becomes mu is equal to cycle 1, 3, 6. We consider the identity permutation to be a cycle since it can be represented by a circle having only the integer 1 as shown in figure 3. Let us agree that any cycle of length 1 represents the identity permutation. We now define the term cycle in a mathematically precise way. Definition: a permutation sigma belongs to Sn is a cycle if it has at most one orbit containing more than one element. The length of a cycle is the number of elements in its largest orbit. We give one more proof each for the already discussed theorems 1 and 2 using orbits. Theorem 5. Every permutation sigma of a finite set A is a product of disjoint cycles. Proof using orbits. Let B1, B2, etc. Br be the orbits of sigma and let mu I be the cycle defined by mu I of x is equal to sigma x for x belongs to Bi, which is equal to x otherwise. Clearly, sigma is equal to mu1, mu2, etc. mu r. Since the equivalent classes orbits B1, B2, etc. Br being distinct equivalent classes are disjoint, the cycles mu1, mu2, etc. mu r are disjoint also. Theorem 6. No permutation in Sn can be expressed both as a product of an even number of transpositions and as a product of an odd number of transpositions. Proof: counting orbits. Let sigma belongs to Sn and let tau is equal to cycle ij be a transposition in Sn. We claim that the number of orbits of sigma and of tau sigma differ by 1. Case 1. Suppose I and j are in different orbits of sigma. Write sigma as a product of disjoint cycles, the first of which contains j and the second of which contains I, symbolized by the two circles in figure 4. We may write the product of these two cycles symbolically as cycle bjxxx into cycle AIXX, where the symbols x denote possible other elements in these orbits. Computing the product of the first three cycles in tau sigma is equal to cycle ij sigma, we obtain as follows. The original two orbits have been joined to form just one in as symbolized in figure 4. Repeat the computation and observe that the same thing happens if either one or both of I and j should be only element of their orbits in sigma. Case 2. Suppose I and j are in the same orbit of sigma. We can then write sigma as a product of disjoint cycles with the first cycle of the form cycle A I X X X B J X X, shown symbolically by the circle in figure 5. Computing the product of the first two cycles in tau sigma, which is equal to cycle ij sigma, we obtain ij cycle A I X X X B J X X, which is equal to cycle A J X X into cycle B I X X X. The original single orbit has been split into two as symbolized in figure 5. We have shown that the number of orbits of tau sigma differs from the number of orbits of sigma by 1. The identity permutation I has n orbits because each element is the only member of its orbit. Now, the number of orbits of a given permutation sigma belongs to Sn differs from n by either an even or an odd number, but not both. Thus, it is impossible to write sigma is equal to tau 1 into tau 2 into tau 3 etc. tau m, where the tau k are transpositions in two ways, once with m even and once with m odd. In this session, we have discussed cycles and even and odd permutations. We have also discussed orbits to learn cycles in terms of orbits. After discussing even and odd permutation, the session concluded on a brief introduction to alternating groups. Now, try to answer the following questions.
1. Compute the indicated product of cycles that are permutations of sets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A. Cycle 1, 4, 5 into cycle 7, 8 into cycle 2, 5, 7. B. Cycle 1, 2 into cycle 4, 7, 8 into cycle 2, 1 into cycle 7, 2, 8, 1, 5. 2. Express each of the following permutations of sets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 as a product of disjoint cycles and then as a product of transpositions. A. 1 to 8, 2 to 2, 3 to 6, 4 to 3, 5 to 7, 6 to 4, 7 to 5, 8 to 1. B. 1 to 3, 2 to 1, 3 to 4, 4 to 7, 5 to 2, 6 to 5, 7 to 8, 8 to 6. 3. Determine which of the following are even permutations. A. Sigma equal to cycle 1, 2, 3 into cycle 1, 2. B. Mu equal to cycle 1, 2 into cycle 1, 3 into cycle 1, 4 into cycle 2, 5. References. Topics in algebra. Ian Hairston, Wiley Eastern Limited, New Delhi, 1975. Metrics and Linear Algebra, K.B. Datta, Prentice Hall of India Private Limited, New Delhi, 2000. First course in Linear Algebra, P.B. Bhattacharya, S.K. Jain and S.R. Nagpal, Wiley, Eastern New Delhi, 1983. Basic Abstract Algebra, 2nd edition, P.B. Bhattacharya, S.K. Jain and S.R. Nagpal, Cambridge University Press, Indian edition, 1997, New Delhi, 1983.